Okay, this is a video of the big domes and the big building going up in Taylor. These are big domes, believe me. There's the steel building, the structure of it. And this is looking down number 14 T-box. Canfor Mill way in the background. Took 3 weeks off on holidays, come back, and there's one of them big domes sitting in the middle, way down there. And then a little later, I took another 1 day off and come back, and there's a second one there. 2 of them big domes at the end of number 14. So my curiosity got the best of me. I come down on the weekend, drove down as close as I could get, popped the drone up, and took a little buzz around. And was quite amazed at what I saw. The Peace River in the background, the Taylor Bridge, the refinery, and coming around a little bit further is the steel framed fabric covered building going up. Just coming into the picture there now, and it's quite a ways away. 2 separate projects. The big domes are Buffalo Rail and Infrastructure Corporation, and the steel frame building with the fabric cover going on it is Source Energy and Trican Well Services. Both of them are going to be storage facilities for frac-sand. This is the new track work they're putting in for the dome ones. Looks like 7 or 8 tracks for storage cars and unloading. That's the old Canfor Mill they bought. And we got some other old, that must be old track work or something down there. They'll all join up and there'll be a lot of track, a lot of rail cars full of frac sand. Now we're going into the Source Energy building. I estimated that dome buildings to be at least 100-foot diameter and 110, 120 feet tall. I could be out to lunch on that, but it's the best I can estimate. This building, I think, is about 100 feet wide and about 300 feet long. I'm only going by dimensions, looking at pickup trucks and stuff parked near both structures. This is pretty close to the South Taylor housing parts, just beside the refinery there. Quite a process putting them all together with those 2 big cranes. I'm just going to do a spin around here looking at some of the housing close by. At this point, I didn't know what kind of fabric they were going to put, if it was going to be 1 piece or 2 pieces or a tin roof or what. But found out there's the first section of fabric going up. They do it section by section. And CN Rail is upgrading all the tracks going into there. I presume the 2 sand places are going to have to do their own track work, or maybe they hire it out or to CN. I don't know what they're doing, but this is the main line coming into there that's been upgraded. That's the next day from the golf course. I see they had 2 sections of the fabric on. I think they averaged 2 or 3 a day. This was probably the following weekend. I went back down and flew the drone around. have no idea how they fasten them or how they roll out. I'd like to sit there and watch them do one day, but you can see the width of those trusses apart and then how wide that pickup truck is there. They got to be at least 8 foot wide between trusses. There's some of the existing track. I don't know if they're going to redo it or not. Those are frac-sand cars there and LPG cars on the other side. Parts of the refinery. And way over there is the two domes to the left. They just went off the screen there now. And that's the cursed South Taylor Hill, the one that slides and moves around all the time. There's a backside view of the building. And in the top right-hand corner is my home away from home, Taylor Golf Course. The amount of time I spend there, you'd think I would be a good golfer, but I'm not. When I finish this video, I'm going to not do much else for the next 2, 3, 4 weeks till there's more progress going on, and then I'll fly the drone around. Try and make it shorter. All my videos seem to turn out way too long, but I do them for myself, the grandkids, and the kids, and for anybody who wants to look back at history when they were built. I know a YouTube standard is only supposed to be 3 to 4 minutes. I don't think I've ever done a video that short. And there's the Buffalo Rail Infrastructure Corporation sign, the domes. I'm going to fly down a little bit closer there, buzz around them. You see the pickups beside them and around there in that crane. Just how big they are. And there'll be a link in the description here of how they do those domes. They go up in one day. And I contacted somebody at Buffalo Rail, and they sent me a link of video, and it shows not these particular ones, but ones similar to it, that how they do them and how they go up so quick. And in YouTube, if you do the next video and the next one and the next one, it'll show you 2 or 3 different ones they've done. The pile driver putting those piles in on the side there. So there must be some kind of infrastructure going in there. And this one here, when I was flying there, it's hard to see on the little screen you're flying. I thought that was more rail tracks going into something down there closer to the river. But when I got home and put it on the big screen, you can see it's actually looks like 3 small gauge pipelines. And there's something up at the end closer to the river that I don't know if they're doing some horizontal drilling under the river for the pipeline or what they're doing. It's definitely not rail track. these are both very large projects, and it will make Taylor the northern BC Alberta frac-sand distribution center for the north. You can see how big those domes are, because that building, Canfor building itself, is an enormous building for height. And I don't know how they're going to unload. There's some digging going on the far side there. I'm going to be a dump track that loads underground, but you can see right there, there looks like tunnels underneath between the two towers underground going into the bottom of the domes there. I'm curious what the pilings are going to be when they're in. Looks like some already sunk pretty deep. I'll be keeping an eye on it, and when there's more development, I'll do another video and try to make it shorter. Covered a lot of information on this one. See those big pits there? They must be going to dump rail into there and tunnel into those somehow to get the sand into those towers. There's no doors or nothing on them, no domes at the holes in the top of the domes. So just those tunnels. And last look at the mighty Peace River in the background. What those rows of green stuff growing there is, I have no idea. That's from way over in Johnson Road, Taylor, BC, the south side. And I've just got a couple of quick ones here zooming in on the progress for 3 or 4 days in a row. And that'll be the end of the video till I make another one. I find the whole project interesting, so that's why I do these. If you enjoy, subscribe and watch my other stuff. Thanks for watching.